Hello guys, welcome to another video of Network Zoom Free CCNA. In this video, we are going to discuss about some technology fact about PoE or Power over Ethernet. So let's get some information about PoE. What is the basic detail about PoE, or you can consider what is PoE. PoE also stands for Power over Ethernet. Okay, so let's get to know about what is PoE. PoE or power over Ethernet is a technology that allows electrical power to be transmitted over standard Ethernet network cables. Normally, whatever Ethernet cables you are getting or you are seeing in your real-time scenario or in your life, whatever, wherever you have seen this kind of things, you might have seen, for example, you have a device like a switch and you have another device which is your PC, right? So how you are doing the things on that switch, you are having one Ethernet port and you are connecting one Ethernet cable from that port to your PC. Basically, you are connecting the Ethernet cable by using one RJ45 pin or connector, and you are connecting that the other end of the cable you are connecting to your PC to the NIC of your PC or network model, whatever things you are telling. So after connecting that, your PC is getting connected into the network and you are getting the access of data. But in the same cable also, if your device is having some capability to use PoE, we can also use that. So basically with PoE, what we can do, network devices such as wireless access points, IP cameras, and voice over IP phones can receive both data and power over the same Ethernet cable, eliminating the need for separate power supplies. For example, this is the example I taken about your laptop. For example, you have a device like one access point, right? So access point means what? Access point needs some kind of data connection or data communication. Also, it requires some kind of power, right? The same thing was also happening for your your laptop. Also for your laptop, how you are giving the power, you are connecting one power cable to the device, but in the same time also you are connecting another Ethernet cable to your device to provide the data communication to your device. So two kind of communication or two kind of connections are there, not communication, I'm sorry. Two kind of connections you are providing to your device. One is data connection, another one is power connection. Power connection is required to make your device run, and data connection is required to make your device to communicate or to get connected with the network. So the same thing is also going to happen with the access points, but the changes or the difference between your laptop and your access point is something, your laptop, you can connect a power source wherever your seat or something is there. There you might find some kind of power source and you can connect to that. So some kind of table design and all those things you can find where you will not face a lot of issue while connecting your laptop to a power source or something. But whenever the thing is coming for access point, then your office network, you might have seen the access points, whatever you are finding, those are going to be mount over the sill or at the roof kind of thing you can see at the top. So there the problem is like if you want to the access point now, that also require two kind of things. One is data connection for the communication with the network, another one is power connection to make the device run, to make that access point power on, right? So in that case again you need two kind of connection. One is power, another one is for data connection. But the thing is like for each and access like each and every access point, if you are going to provide the power connection separately, then you need another power connection or power socket over there near to every each and every access point. That might not look good, and that might also put some kind of burden on the on you to as a owner of the network or something to again provide the power to all the things. You might consider like in a floor, if I'm having only few access points like 10 to 12, I can provide power that, like you can do that. But the thing is like again a lot of other devices are also there, like IP cameras, IP phones, access points, and some thin client PC, and those kind of things are also there. So providing external power to a device is not a good solution at all the time. So we have a better solution in that case. What we can do, in the same Ethernet cable, whatever you are using, we can also provide data along with data also we can provide some kind of power. That power we are going to provide to your device by using the Ethernet cable. That technology is known as PoE, or power over Ethernet. So let's discuss something about how PoE actually works. Power over Ethernet, or PoE, works by using a power sourcing equipment, which is called as PSC, to transmit DC voltage over standard Ethernet network cables to a power device, or PD, that is designed to receive power as well as data. So two things are there here right now. First thing is we are talking about PSC in PoE. PSC means the power sourcing equipment, means that the equipment which is going to provide power to your device. Another one is power device, or PD, the device which is going to get the power. For example, if this is a Cisco switch, for example 9300 switch, then this switch will be the PSC for you, which will provide the power, or which will work as the power sourcing equipment for you in PoE. And your access point is going to be the PD, power device, which require the power, or which will take the power from the device, or which will grab the power from the device or from the PSC. I'm just going to tell you some basic steps how PoE actually works. The first thing is like the PSC, such as a PoE switch, or mid-span injector, whatever you can tell, detects whether a power device, means PD, is connected to the Ethernet cable. So first of all, how it will work, this is your PSC. So PSC will detect, like for example, this is a port. On this port your access point is connected. Once your access point is connected, your PSC is going to detect the device, like whether the power device is connected to the Ethernet cable or not. Once the device detected, then or if the PD is detected, or power device, whatever you are telling is detected, then the PSC sends a low voltage. Usually the voltage will be around 2.8 volt, the source of information I have taken from internet. So you might verify if the information is not properly right. So what it's going to do right now, the PSC sends a low voltage to the power device to test if it is compatible with PoE or not. Then what is going to happen? Then next, the power device, if the power device is compatible, the PSC then negotiates that amount of power that the power device required and is capable of receiving. This is known as the power classification process. Basically, in this process, what is happening, your PoE device, once the PD device is connected, your PSC is going to send one low voltage to around 2.8 voltage. It's going to send towards the power device, or PD. Once the PD gets that information, what it's going to do, it do some kind of negotiation of power that the PD requires, and it's capable of receiving. It's going to tell the information, yeah, I am a device, I need, for example, 50 watt of power, or 10 volt of power, whatever power things are there. It's going to negotiate with the information, I need this much power to run these kind of things. It's going to send towards the PSC. Once the power classification process is going to complete, the PSC sends DC voltage over the Ethernet cable to the PD. Then the PD receives the DC voltage and converts it into the appropriate voltage required to power the device. Once the negotiation is going to complete, negotiation is successful, then your PSC is going to send the information to your PD. What information it's going to send? It's not going to share the information, I'm sorry. It's going to provide the proper appropriate power. What is the PD or access point, whatever you are having, is required to run. The PSC is going to share the information. The PD can now operate on both data and power received over the Ethernet cable. Now your PD is getting the proper power, then it can run over the power, and it's receiving the both things. Like if this is your Ethernet cable, it's receiving both data information and it's receiving power also. Once your PD getting proper power, it's going to be on, or it's going to change its status to up. Once the device is properly started, then this is also going to make the communication, or going to connect with the network according to your network communication or configuration, whatever you did for the port. So now we'll discuss something about about Cisco, like for PoE, what kind of switches. I'm just telling about these switches, what kind of switches we have from Cisco. We'll talk about some example. In Cisco, we have 9200 and 9300 series switches. I'm just talking about the latest models of 9K series from Cisco. I'm not going into the old models. Just for some example, I'm going to present about the models in front of you. So in Cisco, we have 9200, 9300 series. These are enterprise class switches that support both IEEE 8023AF and IEEE 802.380 PoE standards and provide up to 90 watt of power per port. So if you are going with PoE switches, which are from the series 9200 and 9300 from Cisco, then those actually support some kind of standard. You can search on internet PoE standards kind of things with keyword on Google. You can do, and you can find the standards what are available right now for PoE. Standards actually basically defines how much power your device can provide, or your PSU or whatever is there. Your PoE device like your switches or something can provide to your devices. Like for example, if a standard name is like, for example, I'm just taking it's A, then A is supported with 30 watt of power, and some other compatibility things are there with that, and your power device or PD like your access point is also compatible with that, and it needs 30 watt of power or something. In that case, if your PoE device, your switch or something, if it's supporting that A standard, then both are compatible to go. You can connect your PD to your switches. That kind of thing are going to happen. So basically on Cisco 9200 and 9300 also they can provide up to 90 watt of power per port. Then we are having Cisco 9400 series devices, which are basically called as the modular switches. A lot of models you can see. So these are the modular switches that can be configured with PoE line cards to provide up to 60 watt of power per port. They also support Cisco's UPoE, which is known as Universal PoE, or Universal Power over Ethernet standard, which can provide up to 60 watt of power per port. So 9400, whenever it's a modular switch, whenever you are going for the line cards of this device, then you can also choose from different kind of PoE line cards from Cisco, which have been offered from Cisco. It's customizable by the customer, where you are like whenever you are placing the order, at that moment you have to choose whether you have to go with the PoE or not. If you have PoE devices and you want to connect with your 9400 modular switch, then you have to select the line cards of PoE line cards, or line cards which can support PoE, and those line cards can provide you up to 90 watt of power. Then also we have some Cisco Meraki switches. For example, I am telling Meraki MS switches, MS series switches. These are cloud managed switches that supports PoE standards and provide up to 30 watt of power per port. They also include advanced features such as network analytics and application visibility kind of things, whatever that Meraki dashboard, you are going to get the information analytic kind of things, how much power your device you are providing, how much data your users are consuming, what is the most usable source kind of thing. Those are things you can monitor directly from the dashboard. Those are the features of Meraki. You can search on internet regarding that, or else if I'm making any kind of video in future, in future, that also you can going to get that. Apart from that, also so many devices are there from Cisco, so it's always depend upon you. If you are going with Cisco and if you want PoE, then whenever you are going to place the order, at that moment you have to place the order of PoE. Like for example, you have to choose the models. I'm taking example of 9300. It's a catalyst switch, then my model will be 9300, and if I want to go with PoE, then I have to select most probably the lowest end models. I'm telling I have to, for example, I have 24, I need a 24 port switch, then 24P I have to select. P means PoE. If you are going with 24T models, then might be you are not going to get PoE, but you have to wisely you have to select the P or U PoE or whatever options are there while placing the orders. You can go for that. It's totally customizable by the customers. So this is the basic information about PoE. I think there is not much about the configuration and all those things you have to do for the Cisco devices regarding PoE. Whatever things will be there, I'll make another video regarding that, and I'll try to make you aware about those things. So in this video, that's all from my side regarding PoE. Hopefully you have understand about like the basic of PoE, what is PoE, how PoE work, some basic idea about PoE might be got from this video. I just tried for that for you. So if you have any questions, any doubts or something, you can write in comments. If you like this video, you can like this video, and you can subscribe to my channel to get more informations like technical stuffs on CCNA, CCNP kind of things, or networking, or any other computer networking related components or technologies. So thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. See you soon.